Let's keep moving on here, and this is not great, folks. This Giants team is starting to slowly crumble, and I don't like it at all, folks. I don't like it at all. So, we've been hearing about the tight lip of Saquon Barkley. We got no timetable on his return, and it is truly upsetting us. We're seeing all this great footage come out of training camp of everybody doing real gosh dang good. We just saw Najee Harris yesterday looking absolutely magnificent, but we still don't know what the hell is going on with Saquon Barkley. And now we get this news on top of all that. Once again, just kind of making us sink on this Giants team, and we don't want to sink on this team. We want to rise on this team. We love what this team can be on maximum paper, folks. We love it. But we got to talk about this now, and it's not looking good. So, veteran running back Alfred Morris to get into Giants facility early next week, expected to re-sign with the club. Alrighty, now why is this a bad thing? So, Alfred Morris, well, let's just talk about Alfred Morris, the runner, real quick, because he's real solid. Unfortunately, this is kind of an average career in the NFL, exactly what Alfred Morris is. Real solid, but at the end of it, never really kind of had longevity. Only 3 real great seasons as a starting running back, and then just kind of, passed around as a backup. So, Alfred Morris, if y'all don't know, he's been in the league, since 2012, and he was real gosh dang good, starting his journey in the NFL with the Washington Redskins, or Washington football team, excuse me. In the first 3 years, folks, he rushed for 1,600 yards his rookie year. Rookie year 2012, it was absolutely magnificent. 1,600 yards and 13 touchdowns, and he was never really a receiver, so he only had 77 receiving yards, but absolutely great rushing the ball there. And then this following year, his second year, he rushed for 1,200 yards. Then his third and kind of final year starting, he rushed for 1,000 yards. Every single season, really kind of playing all 16 games, being a 16-game starter. And then year 4, still in Washington, still played 16 games, but had 751 yards. So every season went down, which is obviously the opposite of what we want to see you to do. We want to see you get better every single season. So Alfred Morris really kind of hit the ground running here in Washington, but then never really found a true home, a true starting home after that. 2016 he played with Dallas, 2017 he played with Dallas, 2018 he played with the 49ers, 2019 he played with the Cardinals, and then just last year he played with the Giants. Never started and only rushed for 238 yards last season in 9 games that he played, but it was only a 1-year deal, and now they're looking to re-sign him when he wasn't even on the roster already. We look at this Giants depth chart at the running back position, and they've got really nothing good besides Saquon Barkley. They have Devontae Booker, they have Corey Clement, they have Gary Brightwell, which is, nothing great, nothing to get excited about, no tier 2 running back on this roster. So now we get this kind of Saquon Barkley tight lip injury. Nobody wants to talk about it. He doesn't know when he's going to be out there in training camp. He doesn't know when he's going to be able to practice. He doesn't know if he's going to play in the preseason. Is he going to play week 1? And now the Giants are trying to kind of scramble a little bit to find a running back in Alfred Morris to bring him in, because Saquon Barkley may not be ready to go week 1. So this could be a real bad sign here for Saquon Barkley playing this year, and that's absolutely not what we want to see. We want to see this man out there because we absolutely love what Saquon Barkley can do for this Giants team that is truly on the doorstep of really making a big noise just in the playoff race in the NFL. I would truly say that if this team on paper is playing at their maximum potential, this could be a deadly team overall, folks. They have real nice weapons scattered all over the field, offensively and defensively. But we need Saquon Barkley out there, and the fact that they are still looking to kind of add another running back, even though they've already got 3 others on their roster already, just kind of tells us that Saquon Barkley may not be close to playing, and they want to get this veteran Alfred Morris, who has shown glimpses of greatness in his career, get him on the squad just in case Saquon Barkley can't go, which seems to be looking like it is probably going to happen. So That's what we're talking about, folks. We read into everything. That's why we read every single article and see what they're saying and see what they're not saying. And Saquon Barkley not saying any timetable on his return and not really kind of giving up any hint. We've got no hint from Saquon Barkley. There's nothing that we can truly read into and decipher and look way too much into. There's nothing from Saquon Barkley. And now we get this Alfred Morris news that he's looking to kind of re-sign with the Giants. So, Giants, folks. Giants are kind of killing me. And then we get this. We're supposed to see Daniel Jones kind of year 3 leap. But then we get this from training camp. Giants Logan Ryan interception of Daniel Jones on a fade to Evan Ingram in the end zone. So Daniel Jones trying to throw a fade to Evan Ingram in the end zone. And he gets picked off. And then we get another kind of note here. Has not been a great start to camp for the offense per the, let's get this man's name up. Dan Dugan. He is the Giants beat reporter on Twitter. So once again, I mean, he's going to have all the inside information, and he's saying that it has not been a great start offensively for the Giants in camp. And that's not what we want to hear, because we, going into training camp, we were big on this Giants offense. We loved all their pieces. We liked Jason Garrett, the offensive coordinator, and we obviously were expecting big things from Danny J here year 3 for the Giants, but we get no Saquon Barkley, and the offense is struggling mightily out here early on in training camp. So we saw the Dallas Cowboys stock rise in our eyes, and we're starting to see this Giants stock fall right in front of our eyes as well, and we are not into that. So we're hoping and praying that this Giants team gets it on track, gets it back on course, but until Saquon Barkley's out there, this offense is going to be a little flat-footed, in my opinion, and that's kind of what we're seeing in training camp already. So not great, folks. Truly not great at all. Absolutely hate it. Big question marks everywhere around the Giants. It's not where you want to be kind of at the start of training camp.